As I look to the horizon, not a cloud, but then storming winds go too cold. Seems like it crept up out of nowhere, all around you is not what you foretold. You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done, but the time is hit you, you're not surprised.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. This is DSP News. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Mr. Stuffs, Dspgaming, the Twitch sub conspiracy. Now, a little bit of backstory. As you guys know, February 28th has come and gone, and it didn't work out for DSP. It didn't work out at all. Coming up to only $107 of the $2,000 goal. He was losing subs left and right, and since then, he has been losing subs rather consistently. Now, this is where the sub conspiracy comes into play. Let me explain. It has been it's been announced by Twitch itself that there must be some type of glitch in the system, or there's some type of complication or some type of problem, which has led for a number of channels to be losing subs just randomly. You know what I mean? They subbed one day and then a couple days later they're just out. They're gone. And for a lot of people who sub, especially consistently or consecutively, they get perks. Like, for example, with the Gout King here, you get a crown made of gout. Isn't it so pretty? And things of that sort. Now, Twitch has stepped up and said that we acknowledge the problem and we will actually fix it. And one of the ways they're doing it is, one, they will restore your subscription, and then they will actually give you a free subscription for free for the following month. Now, how does the actual does the content creators on Twitch get comped the money from that free subscription for the following month? I don't know. It'd be kind of cool, but I don't know. So they're at least trying to be proactive and trying to address the situation. Now, Phil being Phil is gonna spin the cover story into, oh, well, that's the reason why the Twitch sub drive didn't work, because of this glitch. Which, not only did he not meet the goal, the financial goal of it, which was what, $2,000. He made like 107, but he's also been losing subs left and right, and he's been doing it consistently up till even the day that I'm recording this. With that being said, Phil has his conspiracy theory. And the thing is I'm wondering how he's going to spin it, because I haven't actually seen the video yet. The video was sent to me. Shouts out to the people who sent it to me. Multiple people sent it. But it makes you wonder, how is he going to spin this? Is it going to be, oh, it's Twitch's fault and, you know, Twitch is out to get me? Or is he going to be passive about it and be like, it's a problem, but at least Twitch addressed it? And if so, will he throw YouTube under the bus? Now, I say that because we all know Phil, and we all know how Phil gets down when it comes to his past experiences. For a man who says, I'm all about looking forward and not looking back, he's very quick to jump into his past. He's willing to go behind his own back and go back on his own word to try to prove a point, which only comes across as petty, and it only makes him look like a hypocrite. But that's neither here nor there. In other news, still no sign of the cat yet. I'm also hearing that he's not going to. He's still trying to push this cooking show, but then he might have abandoned that, and he's talking about doing a rage-a-thon of some type. And he's going to basically he's going to be playing a bunch of these games that are rage-inducing, and he's going to react to that, and people are going to find that entertaining. You guys do understand, and I mean you guys as it pertains to Phil's fan base, for the few of you who come here, that he's just going to fake all that, right? It's not going to be legitimate, it's not going to be funny. And I can prove that later, because if you go back and look at Voltboy, David Davison, D, Memology 101, SJ Cruz, if you look at their kind of rage compilations that they sometimes put out, and then you look at what's going to be coming up if he makes the sub goal for it, you'll see the difference. And Phil is a terrible liar, but he's worse at faking anything, like DSP Positive, for example. But we'll let time tell on that. So let's go ahead and get into the video at hand. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, this is DSP News, always late, never breaking. Unreliable coverage that you can't count on. A GTG Network and Productions. You guys all know the slogan. It's time to watch me work.
Dust Electro's asking if Nightbot is displaying the subs correctly. From what I can see on my Twitch channel page, yes. However, Twitch has had a big problem recently, a bug, where people have all been saying they've been unfairly unsubbed before it was their time to be unsubbed. That's all I've seen on Twitter. People have been tweeting about how Twitch publicly posted up, "We apologize."
Now, it says here that if you've been mistakenly unsubscribed from a channel, we will restore your sub status as well as sub streak, and you'll also get a free month on us, which is what I said earlier. They said they're sorry about the delay, but we do understand and we're trying to fix the underlying problem. So there you go. They actually worked pretty fast at it, to be honest with you. And this tweet right here was from, or at least the tweet that I'm reading you is from February 28th, which just happened to be on the day that Phil's fundraiser failed, ironically enough.
For anyone who's been unsubbed to your favorite people, if you contact us,
and yet again, we're here with Mr. Stuff's Dspgaming Twitch sub conspiracy.
We'll automatically resub you and give you everything that you're owed, including your continuous sub badge and stuff like that. So I get the feeling there's a big error going on with Twitch right now with subs, but unless anyone contacts Twitch to talk about it, Twitch won't know about it and fix it. So I guarantee you there might have been people who were subbed to me who basically their subs all screwed up before the 30 days were up, and because they're not contacting Twitch about it, they're just staying unsubbed. By the way, I'll say that.
Well, first off, what sense does that make, Phil? Because if people were, especially for your diehard fans, and you do have plenty of them, for your diehard fans, if they were unfairly unsubbed from you, not only would they bring that up to you, but they would more than likely, if they're on social media, they would actually, they would somehow reach out to Twitch and ask them, hey, this is what my problem is, hence what other people did, and this is why Twitch addressed it. So are you calling your fans lazy? Are you saying that they're not really fans? Like, what point were you making with that? And do you really understand the implications of what you said? Which I don't think you do. But I just want to throw that out there either way. Next thing, and something that's equally important, the fact that, and if you know that there's a problem, Phil, why don't you reach out? Being the head of Goutopia, you yourself should be trying to preserve your kingdom. So why don't you reach out to Twitch and let them know that, hey, this is what the problem that some of my subscribers are having. Could you please at least look into it? Why can't you do that? Why can't you make a move to try to preserve yourself for once and preserve the people that you have under you? Unlike the blood for the blood god situation we had on QE farms, where you basically let your whole forum be exposed. You know what I mean? How about we actually try to do something? It's funny how DSP acts for his community to come out and support him and help him and try to come together. But he himself could actually have made a move and actually try to, the words I like to use, is actually front line for his community, and he won't do it. And then it sounds like he's okay if the people who are under him, who are subbed to his channel, won't make an action either. They're like, oh, well, this happened to them and they're just going to let it go. And he's not reaching out and telling them, hey, you guys should go out and tweet them, or, or even on Twitch, send them a message and let them know what's going on. He won't even tell them to do that. And then, like I said, all the people that he's been banning lately. So his number will go up, but it won't go up by much. Just my opinion, though. DSP News.
Again, I said this earlier during the live stream. I think a lot of people missed it. So here's the thing. I've been playing this game. Well, no, that's not what I'm talking about. I've been hearing a lot of people say, Phil, why are your subs still dropping? Still dropping. It's crazy. Every day, people are coming in and subbing to the channel, and you guys are absolutely right. I think there is a glitch with Twitch. Now, why do I think this? Because today on Twitch, I saw someone posting up and they said, here's the difference between Twitch and YouTube. And Twitch, there was a post.
That's funny. That sounds like something you would say, Phil.
Twitch posted up on their Twitter today apologizing to everyone publicly, saying, we're very sorry that people have been becoming unintentionally unsubbed from their favorite streamers, if you contact us, we will resub you. We'll be sure to extend your sub for an extra month as a thank you and a sorry. And we're going to make sure you have the continuous sub. Like if you had like a 3-month sub badge and you got unsubbed, you'll be sure to get that back. Like you're going to continue to get that continuous sub. So I saw this on Twitter, and of course the joke was they showed YouTube. Someone complained to YouTube, and YouTube's Twitter insulted them, literally insulted them.
You mean like your contact at Twitch that you were telling everybody about, who was calling people stupid for reporting you? And then come to find out later, he's not your contact at Twitch. He's just some random guy who works there, and you put him into your lie for no reason. So now this guy right here was kind of getting bombarded with questions, and he didn't even know what was going on. And then when people came at him being like, why did you feel the need to insult us for trying to do the right thing? He said, I never insulted anybody. You mean like that, Phil? Continuing to lie on people, huh? Just to push the narrative. Okay.
So I read that and I was like, could that be what's going on? Because how is it? Earlier today, I had no lie, probably about 10 to 15 subs. Tonight, there were 7. So almost 20 to 25 new subs today. Yet apparently I lost like 20 to 30.
Didn't you say 10 subs and then you said 7? That's 17. How does that become 20 to 25? I might have heard that wrong. Let's go back. I might have heard that wrong. It's possible.
So I read that and I was like, could that be what's going on? Because how is it? Earlier today, I had no lie, probably about 10 to 15 subs. Tonight, there were 7. So almost 20 to 25 new subs today.
Okay, my bad. You said 10 to 15. I can let that slide. Even though that's still a pretty big jump on your part. I doubt you have that many people. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, apparently I lost like...
But yeah, I'll acknowledge that. I might jump the gun on that slightly.
20 to 30 overall. But I'm telling you right now, 40 people did not sub in one day in early February. This didn't happen. So I think there is something going on with subs. So if you guys were subbed to the channel and all of a sudden you're unsubbed, you're like, but wait a minute, 30 days didn't expire. It may be this weird bug that Twitch is undergoing. You need to contact Twitch about it. Because right now my subs are telling me I'm down to like 426. Yet every day I'm getting 10, 20, 30 new subs. Yet I'm going down.
Let's address that for a minute. So as you guys know, if you guys have listened to any of my previous reports, that he had a couple of people over there who were actually gifting subs to people. But keep in mind, though, too, Phil had banned some of those same people who were gifted subs. So, in truth, he's kind of at his own detriment. Even if he really was affected by this Twitch glitch, which is very possible. I won't take that away from him. Yet again, he's at a detriment because of himself. Because he banned all those people. And if you look, like I said, I don't know if anybody's actually made a chart yet that actually follows and graphs how many people he bans month after month after month. But it's pretty high. It's not, crazy. You know what I'm saying? I doubt he's banning 20 people a month. But he's probably pretty close. He's probably in the 10 or 15 mark. So it doesn't matter how many people he brings in day out, but he's banning at least a quarter of those people. You know what I mean? For whatever petty ass little reasons. And it's something that he needs to kind of just let go. He really does. I mean, let's be honest. If you can say the N-word in his chat and you can get away with some of the bullshit that goes on in there and not get banned, but you can get banned for saying gout or saying, why am I toxic and all this dumb petty shit. I mean, you have to really look at yourself. You really, really have to take a strong look at himself in the mirror. You really do. And whatnot. Now, don't get me wrong. If he wants to be a piece of shit and whatnot and let, his Nazi chat, as people call it on Twitter, go on the way it does, that's fine. But let's be honest. If you're trying to grow and if you're trying to show growth, you need to stop banning people for dumb shit. You really do. You just really need to let that go. Seriously, you're 35. I think you're about to be 36 soon. I mean, you can't just ignore it. It's not even banter. It's tame at best. Just let it go. Seriously, just let it go. What are you going to do next, man? Like, either A, take my recommendation and make it all sub mode on your chat from now on. And then definitely watch how the ban hammer is going to come out then. Or B, let it go. And just deal with it. because no one's come. Because you remember, you're supposed to be playing games and having fun. You spend more time looking at the chat than you do playing the game, and that's been proven. So you may want to come to some type of. You need to come to some type of conclusion with that, and you need to do it quickly. DSP News.
How is this possible? You know what I mean? It doesn't seem to make any sense.
Take a sip.
So it's up to you guys. I mean, sadly, there's nothing I can do about it. I don't control subs. You guys do. You know?
But you could still notify Twitch and let them know that what the situation is. You could at least give them the heads up on your channel, so when they go over there and take a look, you know what I mean? Because they have the back door into your channel, so to speak. They can actually go in there and check for sure, which is what they're going to do with all these other people who make claims that, oh, for example, Ninja. Hey, I got unsubscribed from Ninja's channel. Well, they're going to go over there, they're going to take a look at the backlog, and they're like, all right, cool, we can put 2 and 2 together, we got you. You could lay the notification out there. You could drop a line to them. I'm just saying, you could. Other people did it. Why didn't you? Or why couldn't you? Just saying.
You guys have to write to Twitch help and try to find out what's going on. If you get unfairly unsubbed or you lose your sub out of nowhere, you guys got to contact Twitch to figure out what's going on. Okay, guys? Yeah, it sucks. You'll lose your tier badges. Let's say, for example, oh man, I lost my sub. I don't know what's going on. I'll just resub next month. Now you're not going to have your continuous tier badge anymore. You know, you're not.
In truth, though, as someone had said in my comment section, who cares? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you haven't put in more than, I'd say, 3 months, you know what I mean? And this is not just for DSP. I'm talking about for anybody. If you haven't put more than like 3 months in on something like that, who cares? It's just a little icon next to your name. Unless you got something cool like Dr. Disrespect, Ninja. I hear Tyler 1 has a nice one. I haven't really seen it. Is it Man versus Game? Unless you got something really elaborate, I mean, who cares? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like in-game costumes or whatnot that people pay for. Like, you could grind for those things. You know you can't take that with you. You can't do anything, right? Same thing with like microtransactions when it comes to like weapons for Call of Duty. It's a gun. You know what I'm saying? You could eventually grind out and get the points for it instead of paying for it. You can't take it with you. And if you're someone who's going to jump to the next Call of Duty game when, you know, the following year, then who cares? You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there, and that's just a whole nother discussion in itself. So,
if you have bronze, silver, gold crowns, you're going to lose all those. That sucks. That's not your fault, right?
And that's another thing, too. I'm glad he brought that up. Why don't he have someone design him some new badges? He should be trying to have new badges. He should be switching up new badges, to be honest with you, every like 6 months and whatnot. So there's a lot of variety in you know, on his Twitch. You know what I mean? Okay, you have a couple of crowns. Like, and we see what he's doing with emotes. I don't have really anything to say about that. But, you know, he could just have some more variety with those badges. He really could. You know what I mean? He could make them pretty elaborate. Or he could, you know, have one of his followers do it. You know what I mean? He could really try to do something to separate himself from the pack, which is something that he says he's always trying to do. He doesn't want to follow the trends, but yet he just wants to stay stagnant. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of conflicting.
So anyway, yeah, if you're having issues with that, definitely contact Twitch. I'll post up on Twitter about it too, I guess, and start mentioning it every day. It's got to be an issue because how is it, again, every day that I stream, I'm getting between 10 to like 30 total new subs or resubs, yet it's telling me that I'm losing tons of subs every day. I don't think it's true. I think people are getting unsubbed and they're not realizing it. So, all right. So anyway, thank you guys.
Well, he didn't actually come to that conclusion on his own, but that's neither here nor there. All right, guys. So there's a situation with that. Short but sweet, I guess. And if it is a real problem, like I said, Phil should kind of frontline for it. Sorry, him, you know, putting a bulletin board actually on his Twitter is one thing, but maybe he himself should tweet out and be like, hey, can you guys give me some feedback on this? I have people on my own channel having problems. Now, don't get me wrong. They're going to have to also step up and do it too, if they even care enough to do so. Most people don't. And like I said, most of those people were gifted that. You know what I mean? Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Phil's going to probably end up banning most of them anyway. So it really just, it's kind of just, there's just not enough there. You know what I mean? There's not enough there to motivate you to do it. And yet again, if you were gifted it and you were never planning on subbing to him in the first place, and who cares? And more importantly than that, the way things are going over there with Phil, don't even bother. Just wait until the next month when someone else gifts you guys randomly some more, gifts you guys another subscription later on. Matter of fact, that right there might be the scheme. You might need to just go over to Phil's Twitch and just chill in there for a couple days and whatever, and then wait to get gifted one. Because that's how a lot of other people are doing it too. They're just going over there and getting it gifted to them. So, you know, you don't even have to worry about throwing any money down. And if you lose it, you lose it. You didn't pay for it. No big deal. And you're probably going to go over there to see the train wreck anyway. So, yet again, you didn't lose anything out of it. But that's neither here nor there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is DSP News. Always late, never breaking, unreliable coverage that you can't count on. A GTG Network and Productions. I'm your host, GTG, or your anchor, GTG, and I'm signing off. End of broadcast. It wasn't really a conspiracy. I guess I could have gave it some X-File type shenanigans to it, but that's not a conspiracy. It's still pretty interesting, though. Still pretty interesting.
Hey, what's his name? DSP, Darkside Phil, whatever. Hey, on Twitch, this dude is losing subs left and right. I mean, listen, this dude will put you to sleep. Hey, if you had a firing squad ready to execute you, or you had to watch Darkside at DSP, you'd rather be put to sleep. This dude is fucking horrible. He's losing subs so fast right now. I don't even know why he still does this. It's like, it's embarrassing. He says, well, this is the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen. DSP's fucking entertaining skills are they're terrible. This guy realizes he's not an entertainer. He's a video game player. He's not an entertainer. DSP, you're losing everything. Twitch, it's like, I don't even know how Twitch allows you to stream because you're losing all your subs. They're just gone. They're losing everything. Hey, they're going to the dark side, Phil. They're going to the dark side. They're leaving you. So yeah, DSP, you're not an entertainer. You're not. You might as well just give this up. And for anyone out there that even thinks of donating to this clown, you gotta be kidding me. He plays video games. He's a grown adult. Make him donate to you. Make him support you guys. Listen, if there's no, he shouldn't be allowed to get donations anyway. He's a grown adult. Why? So don't donate to him. Seriously, there's no doubt. He's a grown adult. Make him get a job. Because his streaming thing's terrible. DSP, your streams are terrible. Oh my God. They were never really good. But anyway.